Hi everyone. Amelia just told me the greatest thing ever, which is the story of the Willy Wonka experience that happened recently in Glasgow, and
Guys,
it's genuinely the best.
Glasgow is a benighted. It's a benighted
a
place.
blighted land.
Truly the blight town of the United Kingdom.
Okay, so we only have 3 levels left, technically, in this wonder world that we've got in front of us. Oh, there's a fan. Amelia, we have a fan.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Now I don't have to work. Okay. Is there a bigger fan?
There must be a bigger fan. Okay, so we need to precisely... Okay,
Yeah.
we need
What
to
was
precisely... time... Okay. Oh god.
We're off to a good start.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh.
Okay, try and... I'm gonna try and land on your head. Okay, well that's not gonna work if you're not on the platform, Emilio.
Yeah, okay, but Callum, the fan is really...
Annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't need fans. Alright.
Okay, wait. There has to be... Wait,
when
just
the fans...
wait a second.
Get onto the platform, and when the fan starts pushing me, push back.
Yeah! There we go. We've found the...
We've now reached the point where the fan... God damn it.
Okay.
Whoever made this game is an
Okay,
asshole.
Wait.
Yeah?
Wait, I think I know what we have to do. We have to do what you were saying, right? So when the fan is pushing, one of us has to push the other person. But then we have to wait for the fan to go down so that one of us can jump on top to grab the key.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
Okay, well I got caught by that one.
Okay, so... Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I'll
Okay,
wait
now...
for it to go up. Hang on.
Okay, now push.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now...
Now
we
it's
have to
about
wait.
timing.
Yeah, now we gotta wait for the fan to go down, so when it comes back up again...
Okay, go.
Okay, now...
Okay.
Nice!
Oh yeah, we're the greatest.
I mean, it's pretty clever, I think. Relatively speaking. Okay, now we just... Okay, I was about to say we just... There we go.
We are the greatest.
Yeah.
Hey Mana Burnt, welcome to this to the last 2 levels. We genuinely might finish this game before everyone gets here. Oh god.
Oh no, plane level.
Oh cool. Our favorite.
Oh, and the walls are moving.
The best.
I don't know about you, but I do tend to like plane levels. I thought the plane level in Croc 2 was really fun.
I never finished Croc 2 because I was young and my sister and I had a poor work ethic.
Well, you see, this is like, this is the thing, right? Like, I only had Croc. Well, growing up, I had few games, so Croc 2 was just like, I'm gonna play this game until I beat it.
I think
I'm just gonna keep.
I don't remember
keep playing it.
why I thought this, but I think our copy of Croc 2 was like sick. It
What
like
do you mean
didn't
sick?
it didn't like function properly. No, we just didn't know how to get past the one level, and we kept trying for like days. We were like, we're gonna do this. We're finally gonna see the rest of Croc 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't. And then we gave up. Other games came out.
Okay, well, no, that's fair.
There
Right?
were-
Like, I like
there was-
Croc 2, but
Dino
It's
Crisis
not-
was also there. Was also around.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Have you finished Dino Crisis?
No.
Wait, no, I remember we talked about this. I told you about the ending of Dino Crisis.
Yeah, you go to space or something.
Well, that's in Dino Crisis 3 or 4, I think it is. At the end of the original Dino Crisis. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't played Dino Crisis.
Oh, you probably have to jump on my head and then jump over and then go and hit the button.
Yes. So what happens is, it turns out that the dinosaurs are a byproduct of somebody doing an energy experiment. Damn it.
Okay, well that didn't work.
You have to be you have to like inch your way forward off the edge.
Alright.
So yeah, the dinosaurs are a product of like a time travel experiment to harness like an energy source. There we go.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, ding dang. Okay, so I have to jump just before the screen hits me off the edge. Cool.
Okay, so we actually have to be very fast then.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna have to employ all of our speedrunning tactics.
Of which we're well known for.
Damn it. It is kind of funny how I feel like this is the first level in the game that has been like a. It's not explicitly a time crunch, but there is a pressure exerted on the player.
We've literally
You know?
had timed levels.
No, we've had time levels, but they didn't feel like this. Like you have to, you know.
I
there's,
don't.
like, some
I just
movements.
don't think you remembered them very well. I goofed.
Yeah, you have to wait until I get to the button.
That was muscle memory. You see, Emilio, I'm just too hardcore of a gamer to not do anything. I'm too powerful and cool and handsome to just not do stuff.
Okay.
Ah,
Hey, adorable. Oh, okay.
that's
Thank you
very
for playing
sweet.
I like that.
I hated
Uh,
some of the levels in this game. Oh.
Well,
Nah, you dickheads. You couldn't just let us have that one, huh? You had to throw down a final trap.
yeah, they.
Don't you tell me to
Did
get
it.
good, Mana Burnt. Should we
Yeah.
try the last level of Ballpark just one more time just to see if we
Yeah.
can?
Let's. Okay. I really do feel like this is a level that needs to have a requirement. It needs to have a requirement that says you need multiple people.
Hmm.
Wait,
But
I have an idea, Callum.
yeah,
I'm going to try and bring the ball to you, right?
yeah.
And then when I'm going to hand it off to you, and then you must go ahead with it. Maybe that's a way to clear enough distance, right?
Okay.
So
Nope.
just stand further back. I'll see how far I can get it on my own.
Okay, so I don't think that this is gonna work, but
No. I'm saying, Callum, you go to the left, right? I will see how far I can bring the ball by bouncing it, right? And then if I can pass it to you, see, I can get it far. So if I can pass it to you, then you can take it, and then we can complete the level.
the big issue with this is we're going to have to do this multiple times. Oh, or not. I can't fucking believe that we did that on like the third try. I hope everyone heard my controller just like hit the table there. Because this is ridiculous. Oh shit, are we getting like a special ending now? We are!
Yeah!
We did it! Immortalized on the internet is the sum of our achievements.
Yeah, we are gaming gods.
Yes. Build me a temple. It should have
Wow.
at least 3 arcade machines, but only 2 may work.
You know, I actually was thinking about this level, and I sat down and I'm like, how could we actually beat this? And that was actually my thought, is that, because the mistake that I think we made in the first part was that you were trying to bounce the ball to me,
Yeah.
just from where you were, and I was trying to take it ahead. But I thought, okay, well, what if I tried to take it as far as I can to you, and then you can take it the rest of the way, and then we, you know, then it worked, right? So yeah, okay, so it is possible to do this with 2 people. I guess you could even do it with 1 person if you were really good.
I hope every strategy meeting in the future ends with, and then it worked. Alright, well, that's Pico Park. Man, that didn't take long at all. That was like, what, 10 minutes?
Well, I guess we're vamping.
Yeah.
I can tell you guys
QnA
about Willy
time.
Wonka Land.
Hang on, let's find a game real quick. I have a bunch of indie games. Maybe, should we do something fun? Should we do something a little bit fun and silly?
Okay.
Emilio, go and check out the stream real quick. I'm streaming my Steam library. These are sort of the games I have on offer to play.
I just open the stream and make sure that I've got you
Oh,
muted.
thank you, Mana Burnt. They're celebrating our victory. I think the last time maybe you were overthinking it because you played so many levels. Yeah, that makes sense.
Possible. It's possible. All right. So what are we?
Okay,
what
so
are we looking at here?
let's start at the bottom here. I've got a few stream games.
I do love how everything is organized into a genre.
Yep, I'm.
Your unemployed friend at 4 p.m.
This is games I share with Miles. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got this, like, Assassin's Creed and Eternal Threads and Middle-earth and whatever. We've also got the RPG games like Chrono Trigger and Dark Souls and Ironic, the game, and Dragon Quest and Elden Ring and a bunch of Fallouts and the best and only good Far Cry so far. I haven't beaten 5 yet. Monster Hunter World, Nier Persona 4 Golden, Tunic, which is very cute, but no one watched it when I streamed it, so I don't think people like it very much. Hi-Fi Rush, Chivalry 2. We're probably I'll just close that tab. Yeah, Yakuza Like a Dragon is about the Yakuza. And it's actually called Like a Dragon because the main character plays a lot of Dragon Quest. So this is thematic as hell. We've got
it's weird that they were able to get like the plugin on that one.
I think it's very cool because that's why it's like a turn-based combat system. We've also got Wizard of Legend, which is
what do you?
Wizard of Legend might be the best one because it doesn't.
It's kind of crazy.
Have like a lot of story.
It's kind of crazy that you have one FPS game and it's Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
Well, I have a bunch of FPS games. I just like haven't got them installed. You know, I could download Doom really quick. We could play Doom for a while.
No, I think we need a chill, casual game. Because we did say that we wanted this to also be kind of like a, a talk Q&A kind of. It's just.
I've got No Man's Sky. I don't think Sunset Overdrive is chill or casual. I think it's probably the exact opposite of that. Eastward is very chill and cool, and I love it. And they did recently put DLC in it that lets you farm, which is cool. But it's got a lot of story, and I haven't played it yet on Steam, so we'd have to unlock a lot. You said,
Let's see. Oh, Metaburn says, this is a perfect moment for Callum to break Animal Crossing, but we need the capture card. Yeah, we do need to get the capture card.
Oh, yeah, I would love... So, if anyone's watching the VOD, if you join our Patreon or donate to the streams, we can eventually get a capture card so I can play Switch games. We would need a bit more money for me to afford Animal Crossing, though. It's still like 1,000 rand.
That is crazy.
I mean, it's a Nintendo game. They never go down in price unless there's a sale. I've got Papers, Please and Pentiment, where we can fuck a nun.
Maybe Papers, Please might be. I don't know if that's Well, I think that game might require a lot of brain power because it's
Papers, Please. I mean, sort of. Pyre is about basketball, but it's got a lot of story, which might distract us from the questions. Manaburn, to answer your question, the current capture card I have in mind is a... Let me just wait for the site to load so I can get you the name. It is a GC311 Live Gamer Mini. It's pretty cheap, but it's surprisingly powerful, and it will deliver the kind of stuff that we need. So, and it's small enough to fit on my desk.
Maybe you should play No Man's Sky. Right?
I mean, I could.
Okay, but you said you wanted to play Wizard of Legend then, maybe.
Wizard of Legend is fun, and it doesn't have a lot, like, story-wise. It's just sort of gameplay-centric.
Sure. All right. That's
Oh
cool,
man,
I
it
think.
would be... Oh, hey, okay. I was about to complain that it hasn't shown up on the screen capture part, and then it did. And, Yep. You ever just start a sentence and you realize this isn't worth it?
Yeah, all the time. Me at my academic, and I'm trying to write like an academic sentence, you know?
Hmm. Alright,
It's very tricky to
single player.
it's very tricky to write some of these, you know. It's like you start writing and then you think, wait a minute, can I find a citation for this sentence, or you know, am I just making stuff up? And then you're like, oh, well, you know,
Whoa.
it is what it is.
Whoa! What? This is the most sensitive fucking slider I've ever been a part of. What is going on here?
Yeah,
There we
they
go.
coated it with pig grease.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. Lock input device. Sure. What does that do?
I think it stops your.
Very little, apparently.
I think it. Well, Okay, so what is Wizard Legend exactly?
Oh, okay, so... hang on.
It looks like a action game?
It's like... So you're a wizard. Yep,
Okay.
that's all you need to... No, okay, so, how it works is that you're a, You are... There we go. There we go, that makes sense to me in my brain. You are a... You're a wizard, and you went to a museum for wizards, and they started telling you, like, oh, there's these trials the wizards used to do to get super cool wizard powers. And then you get absorbed into one of the trials, and now you're just sort of here, so that you can become an ultimate wizard. And there's, like, a bunch of grand wizards that you need to fight. I think they're called archmages or something, I don't know. But you have to fight them.
This is like Shadow Wizard Money Gang, basically.
We love casting spells. Yeah, so here we go. Look, I'm going into the dungeon now. You see those guys at the end there? Those, if I beat 2 levels of this dungeon, I get to fight a grand wizard. And if I beat a grand wizard, I don't know what happens. The clan dies.
Yeah, yeah, Callum, this is literally Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Oh god, okay. I also have superpowers. Well, I have spells. You can see them at the bottom there. And you can change your loadout. Like, I changed my dash to leave that cool,
so this is like Enter the Gungeon, but you're a wizard.
Basically. It's a roguelike, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of roguelikes. Right, so, I was gonna tell everybody about,
the Willy Wonka experience.
But, first, you know, if there are any...
Yeah, if you have questions, feel free to ask us.
In the chat, go ahead. You can just hit us up. Otherwise, I will lead into my story about the Willy Wonka interactive experience. Dun dun dun.
Da 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 da. Okay, cool. I hate the shooty ones. The shooty ones are the worst. Eat lightning.
Oh yeah, you know, it's kind of funny that for a game like Enter the Gungeon, like the enemies that are the hardest to deal with are the ones that shoot.
Yeah, because you have a gun that gives you such a big advantage over melee.
Yeah. Okay, Manarun says how many questions? You can just hit us with like a couple of questions. We can go ahead. And...
Yeah, you can post as many questions as you dang want, and then we will answer them when we're able or comfortable or other adjectives.
Exactly.
God, I hate these guys because they never get stun locked.
Yeah, you know, that's the other thing about Enter the Gungeon. Like, if you have the right gun, you can just stun lock the enemies, and that's... I feel like I'm comparing everything to Enter the Gungeon, but it...
Yes, because you're media illiterate.
Well, you know, it's very similar. Like, you know, the tile set is giving me Enter the Gungeon vibes.
I think this is just because they're both dungeons. I don't know that it's necessarily trademark Into the Gungeon. Oh god, I hate these rooms. This is a bad room, baby. But it's good for lightning. Oh, I'm also wearing a cool cloak that ups my health and shit.
That's how it works in real life. If you've got a cool.
I mean, yeah, if I have the wrong shoes on, my health definitely goes down.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a coat right now, and it's hot outside, so yeah.
You can tell that Callum is super committed to the cyberpunk bit.
I'm not. It's not like a cyberpunk coat. It's just like a hoodie. It's a pullover hoodie.
Okay, so we do have a question. Manoward says, "What is your most hated game ever, and why?" Do you want to go first, or should I?
You can go first, so I can think.
Okay, so putting me on the spot. Most hated game. I think it would have to be Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy.
Game took years of your life.
That game did psychic damage to me. I actually regret playing it. I feel like... Because here's the thing about Bennett Foddy, right? I think he has a very valid point to make. Like, the whole point of that game, spoiler alert, is that he's doing a meta commentary about like the things about like game design, about like trying to make your own game, like creative struggle. He's talking about like a whole bunch of like important stuff. But the problem is he's having this big philosophical discourse, and the game is just frustrating as all get out. So it just makes me hate him. It just makes me think.
It makes him sound pretentious and stupid.
Exactly. It makes him sound pretentious and full of himself, right? Like, It doesn't matter how correct he is, and I do agree. Like I'm a creative. I tried my hand at making video games. I've still got a couple of ideas for video games to make. But the thing is, if that game is a frustrating experience, I just feel angry. I feel like he's taunting me, right? And there's no amount of Australian banter that he can do that will ever, undo that, right? And
there we go.
Yeah, it's just I feel like if the time to do that would be if the gameplay was more fun. I guess, I don't know, like less frustrating. I feel like Bennett Foddy, it's unearned in a way. I feel like it's very, very unearned, that kind of stuff. And also, I don't feel like the thing at the end was worth it, right? Like I tell people that playing that game is not actually worth it. The thing that you get at the end is just not worth the feeling of frustration.
What do you get at the end?
Nothing.
Oh.
There's a spoiler alert, I guess. Hey, hello, Mr. Hat. There is not a cutscene, but there's just like a speech about your accomplishments. You float off into space. It's very arty and pretentious in a way that's like not satisfying. I would not want to shake Mr. Foddy's hand. Let me tell you that if I met him in real life, I don't think that it was.
Sorry, it's just like hearing you say, I would not shake his hand.
Well, it's still me. I still have to have decorum and politeness,
Yeah. Emilio's the polite one, if you didn't know. My least favorite game, I don't know.
No. Hated game.
I don't really, like, I don't play things I hate. Like, it really doesn't... I haven't thought about a game that, like, made me angry in a while. And mostly games make me angry because they disappoint me. So I liked them at some point, and then they just weren't good. Like, they didn't stick it. I don't know, maybe... God, what am I thinking about? I remember Tango Fiesta I kind of didn't enjoy, but I don't know if I hated that one.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to remember all the games I've ever played.
Well, I think the thing about Getting Over It is that it's a very distinctive game. There's very few other games like it that I will care to play.
I mean, the thing is, mostly there's not like a game whose experience I entirely hate. It's more just like one section of it or a specific enemy or something I end up hating.
No, I hear you. I feel like I have that experience sometimes as well with like, because I played Heroes of Might and Magic 5 the other day, and it's a really, really fun game. Like, really, I have so much fun playing it. But one of the expansion packs, I just absolutely hate. It's difficult in a way that's just incredibly frustrating, and I don't want to do it. It killed my enthusiasm to finish the rest of the game, just because I felt like everything about this experience just sucks. And I was having such a good time previously, but then it just eroded my willpower. And then I uninstalled the game, and then I just said, well, yeah, that's it, right? I've finished the main game. I finished the first DLC campaign, the first expansion pack. I'm not going to play the second one because this is tedious,
Yeah.
I think a lot of games can do that. I felt very frustrated because, like you said, right, I was just very disappointed.
I don't know, like, I think I want to say Assassin's Creed Origins, but that wasn't like, I didn't hate it, I was just bored. Oh, you know what game I did hate? For a while. Not because of any content in the actual game, but I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, and Rockstar is just determined for that to never be a thing, for it to never work, for it to never be the case. I tried it for a while. I have a good PC too. Like I have a PC that would have been top of the range when that game came out, and it just like wasn't working. It kept stuttering. Sometimes it wouldn't load. It like the Rockstar club would just be like, "Oh, you haven't activated this on Steam," and then I go to Steam and it's like, "What are you talking about? You activated this already." And it's like, guys, come on. So I hated that experience, but I've now recently rebought it on PlayStation, so I'll give it a shot and see if it's good. I'll probably love it.
I think Rockstar had always intended that kind of game to be a console kind of thing. But let's maybe move on to the next question.
But yeah,
okay, so...
Oh shit! It's Viva Pinata!
Mr. Hat, Manabert,
what?
Go ahead, next question, if you guys have any.
I'm out of stars. Oh shit! Do I need? Oh, I need to beat it before the stars are done. You motherfucker! Oh, I don't do enough damage. That's a fun little room. I've never seen that before.
Well, that's the beauty of roguelikes, right?
Yeah. Now I'll never see it again.
Yeah. Okay. So, chat. This is a Q&A. If you guys have any questions for us, feel free to ask.
Yeah. We will answer it, probably.
Probably. Otherwise, I've got my Willy Wonka interactive experience story to tell.
Yeah, and I can talk about the Mike Tyson mysteries, which is what I've been watching recently, and it's delightful. Mike Tyson is apparently very cute.
He's still making... What?
Mike Tyson Mysteries is an animated show where Mike Tyson solves a bunch of mysteries with his adopted Asian daughter, a ghost, and a man who was transformed into a pigeon. It's...
Does it actually have Mike Tyson in it?
Yeah, he does the voice acting for his own character, and there's these little vignettes at the end where he just like tells you stories about his life, and apparently, like, who knew that Michael Tyson was the most adorable man alive? Not me, but he kind of is.
So we do have a question. Mana Burns says, I always wanted for you guys to explain, how did you come up with the concept for byte marks to begin with? Like, who wrote who to do this law?
I think you were the one who said, like, it wasn't, we didn't, like, plan it or anything. We just sort of, it was the pandemic. And I think you were the one who came to me and was like, hey, do you want to do a podcast? And I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, so what happened was, I had... several years before we started Byte Marks, I had created a YouTube channel, and I was gonna do like the basic idea was that I was gonna do like leftist video essays, right? I just like, oh, if I have, because I'm like a essay kind of guy. I like writing essays. I like having these conversations, and I just thought to myself, hey, I already have these kinds of thoughts. Because I had like a blog actually that's now defunct, and I would put up my essays on that blog that nobody read, by the way.
Oh no!
Yeah, nowadays we'll just do it.
Emilio, I picked up a cursed item and I don't know what it does. I'm a skinny nerd. I shouldn't have to deal with large men.
So yeah, I had already had this channel. I didn't really get a lot of views on our stuff, my stuff, which is fair, right? You know, I didn't think my video essays were that good. I actually recorded them in my clothes cupboard, right? I would sit with my phone in a clothes cupboard and try and record stuff. So not the best setup. Anyway, during the pandemic, because I was sending Callum, like sometimes I would send him like a very big voice note, you know, like 20 minutes or something.
Should we tell them about how we met?
Yeah, you can tell that story.
Oh, I met Emilio on Facebook because we were friends of friends and we would comment on the same stuff. And then one day he was just like, hey, and I saw something about how he like does sword fighting. I was like, that's cool. I'd like to learn sword fighting. He's like, I teach a class on it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then that's how we met.
Yeah.
And then we became friends, and I would ask him about swords a lot, and he would send me like half an hour long voice notes about swords.
Yeah. And then the pandemic started, and then I was like, okay, Callum, I have a YouTube channel.
I had one too at that point, I think.
Yeah. And we're like, okay, I have a YouTube channel. It's like the framework is already set up, you know, I've got like stuff that's in place. Why don't we just, you know, do a podcast? And we did, you know? We tried to do stuff, and we worked really, really hard, and now I guess we actually have a monetized channel on YouTube.
Yeah, it's wild. I tried for like several years in university to get my own YouTube channel, Grim Monolith, going. The channel still exists, but I've taken all of the videos down because it wasn't very good. It was just me doing a bunch of video game reviews, and it was very much just like zero punctuation, but less funny. And lower.
Funny.
And
it is funny how. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was saying it is funny how like we are both heavily influenced by Yahtzee Croshaw. You know, I count him as like one of my most interesting game developers, but I really like his books. You know, I feel like we have. There are like two, because there are two sides. Because Yahtzee can be very analytical. He can also be very funny. There's just a lot, you know, there. But yeah, so we started the YouTube channel. So the name Byte Marx was basically.
That was all me, baby. We were coming up with names one day, and I was like, okay, we came up with a bunch of them, and I was like, I want a pun name. And you were like, okay. And I came up with Byte Marx, and you laughed. And then we came up with like 5 other ones, and we were like, nah, Byte Marx is the best one.
Yeah, I came up with the logo, which is Vampire Karl Marx.
In 8-bit.
In 8-bit. And I feel like it just works, you know? I feel like Byte Marx just works as a channel name. It wasn't taken at that point.
Sometimes I regret it. Because I feel like we often, like, people pass on us. As like a place to go on. That's not like they don't want to be a guest on our show specifically because they're like, you know, I'm not super into politics, and it's like, what? It's more about like gaming. Like, we're not actually communists.
Yeah, no. It's interesting because we are upfront about the fact that this is like a progressive, you know, sort of podcast. You know, we're not like we do pronoun checks and stuff like that. We're advocates. You know, I've made several videos about like leftist economic sort of social policy, all of that stuff, because I think it genuinely is important. And when we try to do videos, you know, if it's important to talk about politics, we do. You know, I think the thing that sort of we think about our channel is that we're not shy to talk about politics, right? Like, I think one of the major problems that a lot of gamers have is that there's no political analysis at all in their games. You know, they just sort of like play things and like passively consume them and not really thinking about them.
I sure as hell do.
But it is, no, Caleb is totally right. It is kind of a problem where sometimes, especially in the early days, I would reach out to people and I'd be like, hey, you know, we have a podcast, we talk about games. here's the podcast. It's called Byte Marx, and then they look at us and they go, this is a political thing, and
we're like, no, just go and like watch one of our videos. You'll see. We promise.
Yeah, and sometimes, obviously, if somebody's in the more of the center or maybe a little bit more conservative or whatever, they're not necessarily keen on doing something like this. But sometimes, we're also not left enough.
That was a weird one. Where one person was like, I don't know if you guys are the right. I'm pretty leftist, and it's like, dude, what?
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, they're like, oh yeah, you guys are not leftist enough, and it's like, okay, well, I don't know how to tell you this, guy, but politics is not team sports, and you're not obligated to like make it your whole life, you know? Like, it's important to have political values and morals and stuff like that, but
sometimes
some of you...
Like, you remember when, like, the whole, Xbox or PlayStation thing was happening, and people got, like, way too into it? Sometimes I feel like people are like that with politics.
Yeah, I think to some extent, especially online, politics is treated as, like, another fandom, you know? And I just...
Who's your OTP in politics?
I know. Look,
God.
People do this. People do that, right? People are always, people are always doing wacky stuff. I just think it's important to be, sensible. Like, I think it's cowardly to shy away from having political conversations. Like if we're doing movie analysis, I think it's important to talk about, what the politics of movie or video game might be. I just think that, like, I'm not here to make propaganda necessarily for anybody.
Oh no.
This is entertainment, right?
My neighbors came home. They're screaming.
Oh, great. That's nice.
Yeah.
We're not here to make propaganda for anybody. I just want to. We're edutainers, right? At most, you can learn a little bit, maybe be entertained. This is not activism. This is not like revolutionary or whatever. I think sometimes people are maybe a little bit too up in arms about, like, this kind of stuff.
Like, it's very weird that there's been a new movement recently where people have gone like, if you're gonna talk about something, even vaguely academic, you need to be an expert in it. You can't just have opinions or be wrong. You have to be right all the time, and you're only right if you're saying what I think. And it's so dumb. It's like, just watch something else.
I think...
I don't know. Have fun. Touch some grass.
Yeah, no, I think that's kind of the major issue, right? I feel like, especially online, a lot of people lose perspective on sort of, like, what other people are thinking, because, like, in real life, most people are not communists. Most people are... I would say that, the average person is some kind of moderate, some kind of liberal.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. It's a bad time. We did a bad thing. We did a bad time. It's a bad time to be me. Oh god. Oh no. Yep, I died.
Nice. But yeah, Trudeau, Macron, mistagged. Oh my god. Helena says...
I know who Trudeau is, but I don't know who Macron is.
Macron is the French president.
Well, like...
AO3 that's very cursed. This is a good point to shout. I actually, speaking of Trudeau, I did a YouTube video, a video essay, on the conspiracy theory that Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son. That's on the Patreon. You can get it.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, every time somebody mentions Justin Trudeau, I'm like, yeah, I did a... I don't know why I did it. I just did a theory, a video.
Witness about 20 minutes of me losing my mind.
No, like, I like dug into all the evidence, and I'm like, okay, guys, this is what the people believe. This is who people believe is Justin Trudeau's real dad. It's a right-wing conspiracy theory because Fidel Castro is, he was a communist revolutionary,
I know
And
who
this is
Fidel
like,
Castro is. I have a shirt with his face on it. You're not allowed to own that unless you know him personally.
and they were like, oh yeah, this is why
don't
Justin
know.
Trudeau is like a crypto Marxist or whatever, you know, because his dad. The people are really, really weird about Justin Trudeau. But
I mean,
it's
isn't he
very
like
obvious.
an Omega racist though?
He's done blackface, right?
Yeah. Isn't that pretty
so-
bad? I feel like that's a pretty bad one.
It's pretty bad, but I don't necessarily think he's like a.
Now, why would you build a room like this, do you think?
Anyway, the point is just that, like, the conspiracy theory is very baseless, and it kind of is just like, you know, I saw Justin Trudeau's family on vacation once, therefore,
And
you know,
Fidel
they were
was
arranged-
there.
And Fidel was there.
Castro
even though,
was
you know,
there. He was surfing.
Yeah.
He taught me how to boogie board.
Yeah, you know, people go, like, again, I subscribe to the Patreon if you want to see that video. It was years ago. I don't necessarily think, like, it's a perfect video, but it's really funny.
We also
just to
did
sort of-
a video where we talk about the best Far Cry villain on the Patreon.
Yeah. I mean, that's related. Justin Trudeau will be, I guess, in Far Cry 7.
Wasn't he in Far Cry 6? No, that was Fidel Castro. My bad, sorry.
No, that was a Castro Prestige. I think played by...
Played by Gus from
Played by
Breaking
Gus.
Bad.
Yeah, what's the actor's name?
Gus.
What is the actor's name?
Gustavo Fring.
Giancarlo Esposito.
That's a
Yeah.
great
Who is-
name. That's a really good name, if I'm honest.
When I was in high school, I knew a guy named Gianpaolo.
I knew a guy named Gianluca once.
Yeah, Italians, I guess.
Sorry, sometimes I interrupt Emilio and he can't. He just like stops for a second and he's like, "Yeah, you did it, buddy."
The theory hinges on them. Well, you know, I mean, I guess there's a little bit more to it. You know, to some extent they could have been swingers, but I guess there's also like the idea that like Justin Trudeau was like a. What I've seen is that there's like some plot to make like an actual like communist it's a Hideo Kojima Metal Gear Solid plot that it was like
Metal Gear.
Justin Trudeau, like Fidel Castro would secretly father a child of a prime minister so that that child could become prime minister and implement like Marxism.
Why?
Listen, guys.
Like, why though? But like, why
People
would
are
you
meant
do that? Takes so long. Just like have a
People-
candidate that you support to be the next
People are
prime minister.
mentally ill online.
Also,
and,
prime ministers aren't kings. It's not. You vote them in, surely. It's not like by bloodline.
Yeah, they're not hereditary.
Yeah.
It's very weird, and also, you know, everybody. Okay, look, something that you have to understand about conservatives, which is true, is that most of them
My
are
favorite
deeply
sentence.
insecure. They're mostly extremely insecure,
Uh,
right?
Oh no, this is
And-
a bad time for me. I don't like
And
this guy. He does so much damage. Fucking nerf him. Nerf him, Bethesda. Haha, idiot. Now you're confused. You got hit by a whole bunch of wind and you're confused. Rightly so.
You know, conservatives are all deeply like insecure, so they all have like weird fantasies, I guess,
Aha.
about stuff.
We
And,
cleared the
yeah.
stage. Oh no, God. There we go. I got all of my gems.
Nice,
All of the Chaos Emeralds are mine.
nice. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Anybody with another question,
Yes, please.
so that we can, so that
So that we don't run out, so that I don't have to hear the Willy Wonka story again. It has a candy
The
demon in it. It's like a whole thing.
I think the Willy Wonka story demonstrates that like humanity is a blighted species.
We are cursed.
We have been-
Prometheus gave us fire and it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Then
you know,
man created this.
Yeah. We should have stayed fish, to be honest.
Yeah, do you ever think Prometheus like gets unchained from his rock every now and again, and Deuce is just like, look at what you did. They made Twitter, look. He like rubs his nose in it like a dog who peed on the carpet.
Look, Elon Musk is... there was actually... I saw somewhere that Elon Musk
That was just a gift.
contemplating buying Disney.
I thought you were going to say fire. He's going to buy the concept of fire.
Look, I'm sure that he would if he could, but yeah, there was this idea that Elon Musk wanted to buy Disney.
But like, why?
Because it's woke, and he wanted to make it unwoke.
Oh. I feel like Disney is not that woke.
Look, his brain is...
They made 3 movies about like, oh, maybe parents shouldn't be mean to their kids, and everyone's like, oh, they're so woke. No, they're not. This is exactly the kind of movie they've been making. Look,
Elon Musk's brain is kind of dribbling out of his ears. I don't know what to tell you, Callum. His brain is like dribbling out of his ears.
That was a gangland assassination. That was a drive-by. I just got like curb stomped by 3 wizards.
Oof. Ouch.
Yeah. Anyway, this is I can play music. Everything in my house is sentient, and that's fun for me as a homeowner. Look, this book can talk. That's always what I've wanted.
Okay, Manabone asks, what is a hobby of yours that perhaps you haven't talked about much on the channel, but you're really into? Callum, why don't you go first?
I'm quite boring.
Really? You don't have any secret hobbies?
Have a lot of... I don't have any secret hobbies, no. I don't know. I don't really do very much. I play games and watch shows.
You play games and you watch shows.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably buy that. Anyway. Yeah, I just like do stuff, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you. There's not a lot going on in my life. I read books.
That's something. I feel like that's...
I've talked about that though. Like, there's nothing I do that I don't particularly talk about. Is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, something that I Helen asked, why aren't you better at games than Callum?
I don't. I mean, shut up. There we go.
Welcome to the bully Callum hour.
Yeah, I mean, we could also not. That sounds like fun. Let's not.
Okay, so I have a hobby. I don't really talk about it a lot on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it very often because it's difficult, but I'm really into model trains. Oop, and there goes my laptop charger.
Did that just explode?
No, I knocked it off.
Oh God! There was like a hiss.
Yeah.
Was that just?
If that had happened, I would have died. I'd be dead. The stream would have ended. I guess. I don't know.
Because it's also not great that like clearly one of my parents is cooking right now, so I can smell oil. And I was just like, oh God, Emilio, something's exploded on your end somehow, and I'm smelling it from 10 minutes away. Also,
yeah, so
you're into model trains, surprising no one.
Look, I didn't say that this would surprise anybody, but yeah, I do like model trains. One of my goals, long-term goals, is to actually build a model train set.
Sorry, when you said long-term goals, my brain immediately was like, talk to a woman. I'm so sorry. It's so mean.
Well, Callum, I will have you know that the vast majority of guys who are into model trains are also adult men with children, so they have talked to a woman and they've decided they want to play with model trains.
I know. It was very funny.
No, I get it. It's an esoteric hobby. I feel like model trains is a bit of a old man kind of thing. I actually want to make mine out of Lego. I've been working on several designs for steam engines, basically. Lego steam engines, that can actually move. They've got drivetrains and things like that. My dream my deepest desire in my model train set is to build a double-tracked locomotive. So that's something that is large enough that it has to run on 2 parallel railways. So you've got like 4 drivetrains, something like that. I really want to build something like that.
What's your favorite part? Like, I was talking shit earlier, but I do love trains. What's your favorite part of model trains? Is it the building the set, or actually like working with the train itself?
So for me, I've mostly just, in terms of the hobby, I've mostly just built the trains. I've never had one that could actually run before. And the reason for that is because if you're doing it in Lego, there's a lot of infrastructure that you just need to have, one of which is track. And it's very expensive to get real Lego track in South Africa because it's.
Because like who wants that?
Yeah. If you want to get track, you have to buy it from Lego sets, right? And that's very expensive. The secondhand market is really not there. Recently, people have started 3D printing Lego tracks, which possibly might actually be the game changer for me, because I can buy 3D printed Lego tracks, which are much cheaper. But yeah, no, for me, the most fun part is to actually design the mechanisms, right? To build an engine that can actually like move,
Yeah.
Because that's like obviously I will get a lot of joy eventually. One day I'm going to be able to just like build a track, lay it down, and just drive the train around. I think that's going to be so much fun. But actually, the thing that I get the most enjoyment out of is just playing with it. Just building the structure.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing that I like most find enjoyable.
Well, that's great.
But that's not to say that like everybody is that way. I think a lot of people do actually enjoy. Like I know some people in the model train community, they really really like building like scenery.
Ooh, shit.
So their like thing that they're very interested in is building.
Fucking, you serious? Are you serious with this? I have to fight this guy again.
The thing that they're really interested in is building whole like towns and stuff like that in miniature scale, which I think is interesting. Some people are just like really into that. I'm not necessarily into that per se. I don't see myself really building out a huge
like a landscape.
I don't see myself really building out a huge landscape, but I can see that in theory. I can see the appeal.
What the fuck is this? Oh, that was a health crystal. Why would you design it like that? Oh, that's a... Man, sometimes isometric screws with my perspective. Because, like, oh. You want to do the voice for Flame Empress Zeal?
No, you can do it.
Are you warmed up yet? Hey, you warmed up yet? Because I'm bringing the heat.
Are both of you guys from South Africa? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My China.
Yeah, we are from...
Oh, Jesus. Goodness gracious. Okay, she stretches sometimes. Oh, no. Oh, no. She's doing so much, Emilio. Yeah, okay. I'm screwed up. I screwed up. I couldn't see the stars. Oh, no. What is wrong? Like, why is being a wizard so hard? Oh, she was in the... she hid in the door flames.
This whole stream is just a combination of Callum freaking out about...
Callum worrying noises ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, no! Why does she have that? I don't have spells like that. I'm like normal. I like started yesterday. I do card tricks.
Yeah, you're like a basic...
I'm an illusionist.
Yeah, you're like a street magician.
Yeah. My name's Chris Angel. Goodness, she's like, this is like, she's fucking firebending at me, and she's expecting me to keep up with this shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've
absolutely
literally never fought one of these before. Oh god. Oh fun. Oh cool. It's this one again.
Absolutely just got your ass.
Okay. The stars are there. That means I can hit. Ooh, jeez. Ah. Haha. Yes, I hate this.
All right. Next question. If you guys
Sure.
have got one.
Yes. Oh, I missed that one. This is bad for my heart. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Meteors once more. Did you know that Donald Duck can cast the same kind of spell as Bahamut? Yeah, no, the spell that Bahamut uses in Final Fantasy that literally destroys the world. That is the reason that Final Fantasy XIV is essentially post- Fuck, are you kidding me? I don't like that I can hear her exercise noises now. That feels rude. That feels like she's stunting on me.
Kind of is stunting on you, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
No, I was just saying, you know, like if anybody's got any additional questions, I don't mind going for like an extra 10, 15 minutes, just because I feel like answering questions is easier than playing games, because you know, inside baseball,
Better believe it.
it's very tiring at the end of these. You know, yeah. Okay, cool. Manabird coming in with another great question. Thank you, Manabird. You're really carrying the Q&A stream.
Yeah. What is the Q?
If you were to reincarnate on a game console, what would you be? So
wait,
so we have to be a game console. Is that what you're saying?
do we have to, or are we a property on that game?
Yeah.
console?
Are we reincarnating into a game, or are we a game console?
Like, are we now a Nintendo property, or are we a specific game on the Nintendo Switch? We should probably talk about something else with the answer. So, if like, okay, so you know birds?
Yes.
If birds, what's up with them?
They evolved from dinosaurs, and they haven't forgot it.
Birds do have a surprising level of confidence.
I think, yeah, for sure. I think that birds absolutely, you know, they absolutely haven't forgotten that
Who they are.
they know that they were,
And good for
you
them.
know, that they were dinosaurs, and you know what? I respect that.
I mean, the world is deeply difficult for birds.
I feel very sorry for like pigeons, you know, like we kind of made them what they are. They're all messed
Bird has
up.
to go back to his stream, so they're never gonna clarify their question.
Mr. Hat says they didn't evolve from dinosaurs; they are dinosaurs. Yeah, okay, okay, Mr.
No,
Hat.
you're
you know
thinking
what I mean
of
when I say
crocodiles. Birds are the small ones with feathers.
they are kind of different from dinosaurs, but
Already here, huh? Cool. Ah, God, that was so much. You did too much, dude. Fuck me, seriously? Okay. Emilio, say things, please. I need distraction.
yeah, sure. Okay, so everybody, you know, who's got a favorite dinosaur? I've got a favorite dinosaur. I think my favorite dinosaur is probably gonna be.
You're really not beating the autism allegations.
You know, I'll have you know that I was tested, and everything was fine.
You're about to say the most autistic thing ever, which is I was tested and I don't have autism. There's no easier way to prove that someone absolutely does.
Yeah, yeah, so my, what is my favorite dinosaur? I really like mosasaurs. Now, I think the reason why I like mosasaurs is because they are aquatic dinosaurs, and thus terrifying.
Yeah, that tracks.
They terrify me to, like, I'm afraid of the ocean. I'm afraid of, like, big things in the ocean. You know, a mosasaur, which is this giant reptilian-looking thing. Yeah, they terrify me. And therefore I am fascinated by them. That I think is like the, you know, that's like you know, there's a fine line between terror and excitement. And Mr. Hat says his is the Allosaurus. Mosasaurs are not dinosaurs. Okay, fair point. Fair point. They are technically not dinosaurs. You see, this is how you know that I don't have autism, because they're like what are they? They're reptiles, right? Mosasaurs.
They're fish.
They're
fish.
Mosasaurs.
All right, I'll play.
Yeah, they're.
I don't know. I genuinely
They're
don't
like,
know enough about dinosaurs. I like.
Yeah, they're.
What's I guess raptors. I don't know. I want to say T-Rexes because they're just so iconic.
They are pretty iconic.
Like,
you know, that's true.
I really have never thought about what my favorite dinosaur is. I just like dinosaurs. But I don't know. I guess I feel good whenever I see a T-Rex. If I yeah.
Helena says plesiosaur or Dilophosaurus. No, those are good choices. Those are good choices. I think the thing is, like, when you have you seen that meme? It's like dudes will turn 4 and then pick one thing to base the rest of their personality over, and it's like dinosaurs and space and stuff like that. Yeah, my thing was space.
Oh, my thing was fantasy. I like wizards.
So, like,
I saw Gandalf once and I was like, that forever, please. Oh fuck, they evaded.
Yeah, you know,
That's
I'm super into space. That's why I'm really upset that Odyssey. You know, I'm really upset about the new when that lander crashed on the moon. Well, it didn't crash; it just tipped sideways. You know, I feel like, man, we used to be a real let's say we used to be a real civilization. You know, landing things on the moon without crashing them.
I don't know if we ever did that. I feel like we crashed a lot more on the moon than we ever didn't.
Program, all of that stuff, it was really well done, you know?
You cut out there for a sec.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the Apollo, you know, a lot of these programs, they were able to do, you know, NASA has a very good track record, right? They didn't have very many crashes or anything like that. Mr. Hat says, dinosaurs, space, construction vehicles, and the military. Dinosaurs and space were my fixation. Yeah, my fixations were space and the military, which is why I like Warhammer.
I liked dragons. Like, that's it. That was all you needed to know about me, is that I liked dragons and swords.
Also, but to be fair...
Yeah?
But to be fair, I do also like construction vehicles. One of my White Whale Lego sets is one of those crane construction trucks. I absolutely would love to have one of those one day.
I don't know why I thought that you were gonna continue the conversation from where I left off. Hello? Oh god, are things not going well Discord wise?
Hello, yes. Hi.
Haha, idiot! I stole all your gifts! Oh no. Oh god. Ha 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 ha. Fool. Ah. Okay. Okay. What? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Hey, what's up? Emilio? So I think Emilio has maybe disconnected from the stream. Let me check. Hello, Emilio? Yeah, it seems like that's the case. How are y'all doing? I haven't checked in on the stream for a bit. I've been busy being a wizard. You could be an Olympic swimmer for all I know, Callum. I mean, it could be.
Hey, I am back.
Hey. Oh, I did think of a hobby, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I make really good egg fried rice.
Damn, that's good. Egg fried rice is amazing. One of these days, I want to go to like a proper teppanyaki. Well, I kind of do, but also I kind of don't because, you know, I feel like a lot of the stuff will just be meat, and then I'm like paying a lot of money for stuff that I can't eat. But on the other hand, you know, I do kind of want to. I kind of want to watch a Japanese chef make like really good fried rice in front of me.
Fair enough. You telling me an egg fried? Anyway, what's everyone thinking about?
Really getting in. I'm like, my heart is full of joy because of new Warhammer stuff. I'm really enjoying Warhammer: The Old World. It's so I've been watching a lot of battle reports. It's so nice to see people play Warhammer games that are not just like hyper competitive. You know, people are like doing stuff that's actually fun. You know, I'm remembering all the memes about how the cavalry are charging and then the horses do all the damage and the riders do. You know, it's nice to see people like step away from the hyper competitiveness of Warhammer.
I've never thought of Warhammer as a competitive thing. Really.
It's quite competitive. It's quite competitive, especially 40k. 40k is incredibly competitive. The scene, like, you know, if you're playing 40k and you're not playing a, you know, like a meta army, you're kind of just gonna get blasted.
How can there be a meta army? Doesn't that defeat the point of there being multiple armies if one of them is just like better?
Well, you know, yeah. I mean, tell that to Games Workshop.
Yeah, I will because apparently I work there. That was the wildest day of my life, is when you sent me an article and was like, Callum, do you work at Games Workshop?
Yeah, one of the guys at Games Workshop it has your name, so I'm like, hey, it's Callum. He has a secret job at Games Workshop.
Everything is going wrong. Okay, what do you like, wizards or knights?
Ooh, that's tough. Wizard. I'm gonna have to go with knights.
That's fair. I can see you as more of a knight guy.
Because the thing is, I do like wizards. I am basically a wizard in real life, if you think about, you know, what I've decided to do with my job.
Sure. I've never seen you throw fire, but like, fair enough.
Yeah, I can make rocks do what I want.
You can.
You know, I can bend electricity too. I can make these rocks do what I want. You know, I can bend electricity to my will.
But that's not. Everyone can do that now. I can send thought communications to you with the help of my scrying square.
Yeah, but you know, I think the main issue is that there's just not, like, for me, armor is the most interesting thing, you know, and wizards don't traditionally wear armor. So if there were wizards that wore armor, I would be in
battle mages.
They're really battle mages, yeah, but they're not like the norm, you know.
But like, also wizards can summon armor. You can conjure armor, like the great spell conjure armor.
Depending on the setting.
I mean, well, I feel like if your wizard can't do a thing, it's because you've limited them. Just like make an appropriate cost for it. Like the armor can only actually take 3 hits or something, and then it disintegrates into dreams.
Yeah, I think it's possible. By the way, I think we're like 10 minutes over.
That's Emilio's "I'm not really listening, I'm very tired" voice.
Right. I think we're about 10 minutes. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes over. So do you want to maybe call it?
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Maybe we'll do another Q&A next time where we're actually... I'll get a game that isn't so surprisingly thought intensive. I didn't realize that one required all of my attention.
Yeah, it's a roguelike sort of game.
Well, if you have more
Yeah.
questions, feel free to. I don't know. We do have a Q&A section in Discord, so if we didn't answer a question that you really want to ask us, post it there, and next time we do a Q&A thing, I'll just bring up the Discord and we can read off of that. I mean, I think we have questions there now.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah, it's ask us anything. Oh yeah. We have 2 questions. And we'll get into them next time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Check out the Patreon to hear Emilio's thoughts on Fidel Castro's having a son. Do you have anything you want to say? I'm quite tired, as it turns out.
Everybody should just, relax, remember to hydrate.
Yeah, it's the weekend. Have fun and be safe.
Yeah.
And
Good night, everybody.
stay magical, which is a thing I'm trying to do. Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye.